Hey, my lovelies. Welcome to my channel. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the Daily Vibration. So, if you are new to the channel, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. My name is Kamoy, and we are doing a Daily Vibration for today, May 12th, 2021. Now, keep in mind that energy is fluid, so whenever you click on this video, it does not matter. Whenever you click on this episode, it does not matter. If the message resonates and vibrate, you are to take what you need and leave what you do not, okay? It's very important for you to understand that as we're moving through energy, okay? Energy is fluid, right? And you're the one that's constantly creating your experiences so you can flow in and out of energy. So the message resonate, once again, just, take what you need from it, all right? So today is Wednesday, so I want to say happy Mercury Day to you, okay? Mercury is all about communication, so today is a day of communication, all right? You also know that the moon enters Gemini today. So not only is today the day of communication, you also have the moon entering Gemini. And the moon energy, as we know it, really represents the emotional side of your experience, right? So you want to keep that in mind. When we talk about the moon, we're talking about your emotional side, the hidden side, maybe the side that you may not show everyone, right? And when we're talking about the sun position, we're talking about the part of you that you show to the world, okay? Now, so we have the sun in Taurus, okay? Taurus is second house energy, okay? And we're talking about possession, stability, beauty, okay? That type of energy is where the sun is shining, right? So this is what is showing to the world. We also have the moon, once again, entering Gemini at about 8:43 this morning, okay? So just depending on when you click on this video, you may still be in some of that Taurus energy, right? But definitely by 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, you should be full-fledged in Gemini's energy, right? Because it swaps over at about 8:43 a.m. my time, okay? And so we also have May vibrating at number 5 is number 3 and number 6 this month, right? So we have heart chakra energy, love, change in the atmosphere. We also have in the atmosphere, guys, being able to access your memory and tap into your imagination like that. Honestly, if you are tuned in and tapped into who you are right now, or if you're doing your work, you may not be able to articulate everything, but something is different about the energy, okay? Something is different about the energy. This month of May is really asking you to get your emotions in order, get your emotions in check, especially where it comes into second house. I want to say second house energy right now because that's where the sun is, right? Now, why is that important? That is important because one, right? Whatever you plant in love tends to grow, right? So we're in planting season. We're in springtime, right? So whatever you're planting right now in this season is what's going to grow when we come to summertime. And when it's time for you to reap your harvest by, September, when we come into fall season, you definitely want to make sure that you planted some seeds that you want to see come to fruition, and not seeds emotionally where you're going to be reaping emotional I want to say havoc or maybe emotional trauma or drama in your life, okay? So be mindful of that, right? We're in planting season. This is seed time, so you want to plant with intention and make sure that you're not wavering in your emotions. And I want to say also in gratitude, it's going to be wonderful for you to tap into this number 5 energy, because when you're doing numerology, I just love this, right? It's kind of like a tic-tac-toe board, right? And the 5 sits in the center of that. So the 5 is in tuned with every other number, right? From 1 to 9. So it's at the center of all of that. So this is why 5 represents change. And this is exactly why change is the only one constant thing in your life. And this is why if you don't embrace change, and you're going to be living in a life of static and repeated events and experiences in your life that you don't necessarily care too much for, but you think you don't have control over, right? So the number 5 gives you an opportunity to do that. We also have the number 3 in the we have the number 3 as the ruling number in the date, but we also have the number 3 as one of the operating numbers in the month of May. So we're talking here about really being able to tap into your memory. This is where your memory is anchored, where you can begin to tap into, I want to say, a part of you where you create from your imagination. Okay. We also have the number 6 vibrating in the month of May. This energy right here is important because this is creative or destructive energy. So we're talking about you being able to find a creative outlet right now. You're going to have to find some type of creative outlet. You're going to have to find some type of emotional outlet. You're going to have to find some type of physical outlet. Okay. And this may mean different things to different people. Okay. So mentally, some people are going to have to create, okay, find an aspect where they can show their creativity mentally, whether that's journaling, painting, reading a book, whatever that is, watching YouTube videos to expand your thinking, okay, past, to study, okay, to research, okay. You really want to get focused right now because there's a lot of beautiful energy in the atmosphere. When new things are coming in, you don't want to overload yourself though. That's not something you want to do, right? We're day number 45 in the journey, and I probably should have said that at the beginning of the video, but we're at day number 45 in this journey. We have 55 more days left to go. And if you've been doing this consistently at day 45, you should not be where you were at day 1. I can just tell you, like, spiritually, some things have definitely shifted in me. Self-worth wise, some things have definitely shifted in me. My imagination has expanded. I want to say really anchoring in less external validation, right? And more internal appreciation and acceptance, right? Is what I have been stepping into. And one of the things that I've noticed, when you step into that place within yourself, you begin to experience different aspects of yourself that you didn't even know was there. Okay. So it's a beautiful experience. So hopefully you've been taking this 45 days to tap into you and to level up exactly where you feel you need, right? So the one thing I can say is this: if you are not dealing with your internal stuff, if you're not dealing with the aspects of you internally that needs the change, that needs the growth, and that needs the maturity, all of the other external things that you tend to just fix because, it's like a surface thing, is eventually going to begin to crumble. So it's important for you to be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself about how you feel and when you feel. Right? Whether that's angry, whether that's frustration, whether that's jealousy, whether that's loneliness, whatever that is, you need to be able to go within yourself. You need to be able to accept those feelings. You need to also be able to at least get a gauge at what season in your process you're in. Everybody has a process that they got to go through to get to where they need to be, right? This is why I love numbers, because numbers explains exactly what's going on in the atmosphere, and it can help you to tap into where you are within this process. So today we have we got 2 hours in the date today. We got the hour of passivity in the date today. We also have the power of memory in the date today. So we're talking about mental plane energy all the way across the board for the power of memory, but we're also talking about the hour of passivity on all 3 planes. So for some people, you may need to be passive right now because you can find yourself in the winter season where you need to rest, you need to rejuvenate, you need to go into hermit mode and figure your shit out, right? And so you're planting more from a place of the mental, where you're fortifying yourself from your thoughts, okay? That's some people's season. Some people will be going through a spring season, right? Where you literally have to plant from a place of either physical, mental, or emotional. For some people, this is healing. So they'll be in the winter season where they're resting and they're in hermit mode, right? While we're in the season of cultivation. So off the back, we're in Taurus season. So let me not confuse you. Off the back, we're in Taurus season. Off the back, we're in spring energy, new beginnings energy, right? So off the back, everybody is going to be planting somewhere. But on an individual level, everybody is in a different season within their life. I probably should have started off by saying that, right? So everybody is in a different season within their experience of the overall energy. What you need to do within this overall energy, which is about Like, get this overall energy is about stability. Like I said, beauty. We're talking about Venus energy here, okay? It's also about your possessions. It's also about, for some people is, should I move? Should I take this job? Should I start my business? Should I change my hair? Do I need to change my my wardrobe? What, for some people it's different, but it's bringing in an energy of newness where you're starting to take a look at your possessions and what makes you feel stable and what makes you feel unstable, what brings in beauty. Okay. Now there are some offsets to that, because within that energy you can find some people are too overly materialistic within this energy, right? But knowing what season you're in as an individual can help you to get through this energy. Like I said, some people can be in the winter season within this energy where you have to stop and you have to think and go into hermit mode before you do anything. Okay. Now some people are in the spring season where you're out of hermit mode. You're out of hermit mode. Okay, you've went in, you've rejuvenated, you've done the healing work that you needed to do. So now it's planting season. It's time to come out, and it's now time to implement and plant, okay, and do maybe what the things that you thought about in your meditation. So now it's time to implement in the spring season. Plant those seeds, right? So now you have the summer season where you're starting to now see the buds. Things have taken root. You may start to see flowers bloom, and you may start to see the fruits come out, right? So now this is where you're starting to see the work that you put in come into fruition. This is where you're starting to see the manifestation of all of the things that you've cultivated, right? From that winter season through that spring season. Now you're full-fledged in summer season. Now you get over to the fall season. This is harvest time. So this is where you begin to pick the fruit, or pick from the fruits that you've planted, right? So what have you planted? Have you planted drama in your life? Or have you planted success in your life? Have you planted love in your life? Or have you planted insecurity in your life? What have you planted? What have you used your intuitive self to guide you towards, right? What have you used your ego to talk you out of? Where have you planted your energy? Have you planted your energy externally where you are looking at others to fulfill you, where you're looking at others to complete you? Or have you planted your energy internally where you've been loving on yourself, where you've been dealing with your own shit, where you have been accepting who you are? What have you planted in this energy? What season are you in? So knowing what season you're in, once again, is going to be really, really helpful. Overall, I explained what the sun represents. Overall, I explained what the moon energy represents. This is allegorical. Everything that's happening above is also happening below in you. Sometimes when I'm sitting within meditation and the downloads are coming through, and some of the ideas and some of the things that are coming through like are so far beyond like what your mind can imagine. So they try to, like the information comes in, trying to simplify, and there are visions that come in that really shows that there is so much more that the human mind cannot even begin to encompass. Like literally, right? We are literally like a cell or an atom within a vast amount of awareness and consciousness and ever-folding life and death and birth and all of that beautiness, all of that beautifulness. I said beautiness, but all of that beautifulness, right? All of that we see around us in nature, in the plants. You understand what I'm saying? Maybe in a perfume bottle. You understand what I'm saying? In beautiful colors. All of that we see around us is also in us. Coming to a place where you begin to accept that beauty within you. Coming to a place where you begin to accept that you have a lot more control than you think. It's an amazing and an awesome experience. You got 5 bringing in that change. You got double ones in the date today. And double ones energy in the date today is beautiful energy. This is what you call the fortunate energy. But it got to be balanced. In all things, you got to be balanced. Okay? Because this energy where you're able to take the perspective of both sides and then make a decision of fairness. A lot of people need to do that, right? But sometimes you're not able to take the situation at hand and look at it from both sides because you're too in your feelings. right? And let me explain something to you. When I talk about this energy and I talk about energy around you, sometimes this energy around you is not other people. This is the energy with you, the relationship with you. Sometimes this is you dealing with you, right? Double ones in a date today can bring in energy of you to be mindful to stay away from negative energy or to stay away from negative thinking. Right? To stay away from negative thinking. Remember, you can tap into your imagination today. You can tap in to your memory of who you truly are today. And I talk about this where I explain to you guys that your DNA is coming online. You got the codes. Nobody else have those codes but you, baby. So you're not supposed to be like everybody else. Your fingerprint is different. Your birth chart is different. You know, you're not. But even within that, there's still coding that you can unlock within yourself. Triple twos is in the date today that's talking about hypersensitive energy. Hypersensitive energy. I'm born with hypersensitive energy, so I feel everything. You know, even, and just let me tell you how powerful a feeling is. Ooh, let me tell you how powerful a feeling is. Somebody could just explain to me, oh my goodness, I got cut or I got burned, and I could immediately feel, if they say I got cut or burned on my finger, I can immediately feel the pain register through my finger. Just by them telling me. This is why I'm very mindful of what I personally put into my awareness. This is why I don't want certain things. This is why I don't listen to certain things. I'm very aware, okay? So, triple twos in the dates today. This is minding your own business because this is where you can tend to get into other people's shit, okay? And then get in your feelings because you get your feelings hurt. All right. So this can also represent a lot of unbalanced emotions. People that are not able to express themselves emotionally. You can find a lot of actors with triple twos in their birthday too. Okay. And then you can find the ones with the triple twos, they're able to express that on camera, but may not be the best at expressing that in their personal lives. Right? I'm going to tell you guys something. You know, I love numbers. And I'm coming to a place within my life now where accepting who I am, baby, that gives you some power. And we're going to talk about that in tomorrow's daily vibration, right? That it's okay for you to be different and embrace your uniqueness. We'll talk about that in tomorrow's daily vibration. But today, the question is, what season are you in? Are you in winter season, hermit mode, where you got to stop, reevaluate some stuff, correct some stuff, revise some stuff, revise the plan, heal? Or are you in spring season where you need to be planning and focusing and planting the seeds, you know? Summertime, where you're seeing some of the work that you've already done starting to grow and take root. Or are you in harvest time where you got to, see, and this is what people, I'm going to say this and then we're going to have a beautiful day, right? Some people don't even understand about harvest time means that you got to go out and pick that fruit, baby, right? There's still a process for you to go out and be able to enjoy that fruit, or you're going to have to bake the pie, or you're going to have to bake the chicken, right? There's still a process for you to enjoy the meal, right? Even if it's not a cooking process, you still got to reach out and pick the fruit off of the tree. So harvest time don't mean that the work is over. It's just a different phase of the process for you to enjoy that fruit that you now, that's not ripe, right? So now that seed you've planted and that hard work that you've put in the summertime, now it's time for you to go ahead and enjoy that and reap your reward, right? Okay, my love. So y'all know the deal. Don't be afraid of the dark, all right? Out of darkness comes enlightenment, okay? So you can't be afraid of yourself, okay? All right, do something kind for yourself, love yourself, honor yourself, and remember, you need to tap into you. Okay, nobody else tell you or show you how to do that. You're going to have to tap into you, okay? And I'm going to see you guys in tomorrow's daily vibration, my loves. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. Bye, guys.